This bag holds everything I need for filmmaking. Let's see what's all in here. What's up guys? Today we'll be talking about my minimalistic approach to what's in my camera bag. This bag holds mostly everything I need for a video shoot. Now, I care deeply about my loadout and my gear and what I have to carry all the time because I hate carrying gear and I hate carrying a lot of items that are just unnecessary. So over the past few years, I've really tried to only carry as little as I can, but still have everything that I need. So I've always kind of taken that minimalistic approach to my bag. And a lot of times whenever I'm out taking photos or traveling photos or videos or whatever, I only carry my camera because I hate carrying my bag and everything else. And that's how minimal I'll get with that. But today we'll be talking about my bag as a whole on a typical video commercial shoot. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, comment. I see all the comments and I love all of them. I reply to all of them. Anyways, let's just jump into this. Now, typically you need more gear for a video shoot than a photo shoot, so having all my gear in this bag alone, and it's a pretty small bag, it's not like a giant bag or anything, so having all my gear in this bag is a pretty phenomenal feature, I think, and I'm very proud to have everything in this bag. So, for summer of 2019, what is in this bag will be my setup. Let's get into the bag. So to start this off, I just pulled out my iPhone camera so I can actually pull out my camera and my mic and all that stuff. So the first thing that is in my bag is, of course, my camera. This is the A7 III and I have it right here. I have the 20mm f1.4 Sigma paired with it. It only fits in my bag if I put it with the 20mm like this. I don't know if you can see that, but like that. So I always have to keep it in there with the 20mm, and that's okay though because I use this lens a lot. So this is the first thing in my bag. Next, after that, I will pull out my monitor. Boop, right there I have my Atomos Shinobi monitor. I left a review on this in another video, go check that out. Anyways, I keep one of the batteries on it, and I have these little things on it. I'll describe that here in a second. Moving on, I have my microphone, which is on top of the gimbal. I have the Rode microphone. It works perfectly. I use it for everything. Sometimes I put it on a boom because it has a little screw mount on the bottom. Sometimes I just put it on top of my camera. There, that is my first setup. Now I'm gonna go back to the camera. So you just saw me unpack the essentials to start recording, which I don't know if you can see, but right here in this little slot was where my camera went with my 20mm lens. This little slot right here is where my monitor went, and I just put my mic on top of this stuff. So it all fit perfectly. I'll put a clip up right here on what the bag looks like with everything in it. And alright, so we'll just start unpacking my bag. First thing, which is right here, this little slot, is my lenses. First one is the 35mm 1.4 Sigma. This thing is amazing. It works great for anything from portraits to B-roll to interviews to any low light condition. The 35mm is my favorite focal length. I use this lens a ton. Bam, I'll put that right here. My next lens, which is right next to it, is my 85 1.8. This thing is tiny and lightweight. It packs a punch for the size it is. And I use this thing a lot for B-roll, to portraits, or for anything I need a longer focal length for. I love it. I love the size of it. Bam, and with those I carry my ND filter, which fits both of these lenses. These three items are in this little slot right here. Bam, now we're gonna jump into this main pocket that you see. Now, this bag is designed specifically for the gimbal, which is right here. This gimbal is massive and it barely fits in the bag, so I've kind of had to arrange everything else accordingly. The gimbal takes up, the entire half of the bag. This thing does come with a case, but I hate carrying more than one thing and I wanted everything in one bag, so I made it fit. That is that. I'll put that right here. So those are the big items, including my actual camera and monitor. And what's next is this little goodie bag, and what all do I have in here? I just open it up. First thing I have in here is the tripod for my gimbal. This just goes on the bottom of my gimbal, right down there, like that. Next thing I have is the plate that goes on the bottom of my camera to slide on my gimbal. This is like the mounting plate. I need this every time I shoot with the gimbal to put on my camera. Bam! Next thing I have on here is 5 Sony batteries. I don't know how well you can see them, but I have 5 of them. Right there they go. Next thing I have is my monitor battery. I don't know how well you can see that. I have one on my monitor and then one right here. Batteries. Next is a battery bank for any needs where anything dies in my camera bag. I have it perfectly set up right there. Next thing is this little guy. I'll put a little clip video right here of what it does. I just put this on my gimbal and it allows me to mount my monitor on my gimbal without it being on top of my camera, if that makes sense. I hope that clip shows you how that works. So that is everything I keep in the bag right there. Next is on top of the sleeve. You just open up the sleeve and I carry all my cables right in that little sleeve and it fits perfectly. Alright, now to close the bag, I'll flip it over. This zipper right here, open it up. Tape, you never know when you need tape. Always gotta have the tape. Next is a solid state hard drive. You never know when you're gonna need a hard drive, and having a solid state means it can kind of get banged up a little bit more and it'll still be fine. So there's that. I'll zip that back up. I normally keep my camera, or not my camera, I normally keep my computer in this little sleeve pocket right here, but I don't have my computer at the moment. My computer is right there. Now onto the side pockets. On one side I keep all of my chargers, the charger like bricks for my gimbal, for my monitor, for my camera. Boop, there's those. And on the other side right here, this is the charger for my laptop. So that is that. Real quick, another little thing that I keep in this little bag is, I don't know how well you can see it. If I go down here, all right, you see this little setup right here. This little bracket, and this little square piece in the middle. I keep those 3 things in the bag because, well, it does this. I'm able to mount multiple things on top of my camera. So that is the purpose of that, and yeah, these are just 3 more little things I keep in that bag. Back to the video. This is everything in my camera bag, including my camera, which I'll put up a clip right here. But, so all of this is what I keep in my camera bag. Now this isn't a lot for videography for an entire shoot, especially if it can fit all in this tiny bag right here. I like to keep things very efficient, and the bag does get very heavy because it is packed pretty tightly, but the less I have to carry the better. Now I don't have any lights that I take with me. I normally use natural lighting. Sometimes I will bring a studio light if it's necessary. And my tripod, which you just saw in that clip, is another thing I bring sometimes if it's needed. But other than that, everything can fit in this bag right here, which is perfect. So that's what my bag holds, about 90% of the video shoots I go on. Of course, sometimes it's less, and sometimes I have to bring a little bit more, but most of the time, that is what it holds. I hope this really shows what I have in my bag. It was kind of difficult to shoot. I didn't know how to shoot it because I only have one camera and it's kind of hard, but I hope this shows you what goes into a whole shoot for me. Anyways, I hope you like this video. Subscribe. Thanks for being a part of this community of what we have, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment them down below and I'll answer all of them. Anyways, this is my minimalistic approach to my camera bag for summer of 2019 and so on. I will see you guys Friday.